What is up, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, back at with another NFL record prediction. And this time we'll be doing our NFL record prediction for the Arizona Cardinals in 2022. Give you my thoughts and my game by game analysis, see how many games I think the Cardinals will win and how many games I think the Cardinals will lose. So before I give you my record prediction for the Arizona Cardinals in 2022, don't forget to put the thumbs up to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and don't forget to comment down your opinion below to see what you think your prediction for the Cardinals is. Do you think they're going to make the playoffs? Do you think they're going to be good? Or else do you think they're going to miss out on the playoffs? Or you don't think they're going to be good as well. So just let me know in the comment section below what you think. Well, all right, guys, we're going to get started. So week 1, they have to play against the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, this game right here is going to be fun to watch, but this can definitely go either way as well. I mean, this is Patrick Mahomes versus Kyler Murray. But you know what? I feel like this game is fun to watch, though, as well. I mean, yeah. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be very interesting, though. I mean, because both of their offenses are very dynamic, but their defenses are a little sketchy, though. But you know what? They don't really, you know what? The Chiefs don't really have Tyreek Hill and all that. And, the Cardinals don't really have DeAndre Hopkins in this game. So, yeah, he probably won't play the first game as well. But you know what? I really don't care. Yeah. But you know what? I think it will be super close, though. I mean, the Cardinals can definitely pull off an upset. I mean, I want to go with the Cardinals here, but I'm just going to go ahead and just take the Chiefs here because I just think the Chiefs are just a more complete team. And also, they have the better coaching staff. So, yeah, and I just think they have a better quarterback as well. So, and also, I just don't think your defense is good enough, to, slow down their Chiefs offense. So, I think the Chiefs offense, Sublime, is probably going to give your defense a tough time. So, I think they can find a way to at least spread their secondary out. So, yeah, which I don't think the Cardinals' secondary is going to have an answer for. So, yeah. I think the Chiefs are going to control the clock in this game, control time of possession, control the ball in this game. So, yeah, that's pretty much why. But I think this game right here will be a super close. But I think the Chiefs find a way to win this game in a shootout. Maybe with Patrick Mahomes, maybe on the last drive. All right, next game, they have to play versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, this is another interesting game, though. Which I believe this can definitely go either way, though. But you know what? I feel like the Raiders are definitely going to be a good team this year. I mean, their weaponry is really good with Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, that's a special trio here. Now, offensive line is still good. I mean, defensively, they're really good. Now, this could definitely be the Chandler Jones revenge game as well. But you know what? I feel like this game can definitely go either way. But I think this game right here is going to be closer than we expect it to. I mean, this is a game where we can see the Cardinals win, but if this game was in Arizona, I might say the Cardinals are going to pull off the upset. But I'm going to go with the Raiders here because they're at home and they have the better quarterback. I mean, they're at home, and also I like the coaching staff more for the Raiders more I like than the Cardinals coaching staff, and they're at home. So, yeah. But you know what? Both these two teams don't have a great secondary as well, so yeah. But they go but you know what? I like and also the Raiders kind of have a better defense as well. So yeah, which I think they can find a way to get pressure, and, stop their running game and all that. So yeah. And also, I just don't think their defense is gonna have an answer for Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller. I feel like they're just gonna have a good game all day. So, yeah, I feel like that the Raiders' offense is going to, spread their defense out. So, yeah, I think this game will be super close, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Cardinals pull off this win. But I think the Raiders find a way to win this game in a shootout. Let's say they win by a touchdown or something. Maybe they win by 3 or maybe by a field goal. Next game, they have to play versus the Rams. Obviously, I actually got the Cardinals split with the Rams here. But since this game's in Arizona, I'm going to say the Cardinals are going to win the first game. So, yeah, and I think Kyler Murray's going to put up a show here. So, yeah. Next game, they have to play versus the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, I got them beating the Panthers here. I mean, I don't really know who the quarterback for the Panthers is. Whether it's going to be Sam Darnold or Matt Corral. I mean, they still got the Cardinals still have the better quarterback, they got the better quarterback, and there's the more complete team. I mean, yeah, all these reasons why that's going to lead to a Cardinals win. Next game, they have to play versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this is another game that's very interesting, though. But I believe this game can definitely go either way, though, because I think the Eagles are definitely going to be a good team this year. They have a great defensive line. They have a dynamic offense with AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, and also Dallas Goedert. That's a special trio there. I mean, yeah, we could definitely see this game go either way, though. But I think this game right here is going to be closer than we expect it to. I mean, if this game was in Philadelphia, I might roll with the Eagles here. But since it's in Arizona, I'm going to say the Cardinals is going to pull off the upset because I think Kyler Murray, I just think the Cardinals offense is going to find a way to spread the Eagles defense out because sometimes the Eagles defense is really not good versus the pass, especially against tough teams. So I think the Cardinals offense can do a good job, moving the ball against the Eagles defense where maybe they can put the Eagles defense in a bad position. So, yeah. So I think it's going to be closer than we expect it to, but I think they'll find a way to control time possession in this game, but I think the Cardinals find a way to pull this win off, maybe by a touchdown on the last drive. Next game, they have to play versus Seahawks. Obviously, I mean, I'm gonna say that you guys are gonna split with the Seahawks. So I'm gonna say the Seahawks are gonna win the first game because I just kind of really think that the Seahawks. I mean, Pete Carroll has owned the Cardinals for years, so yeah. But I just don't think the Seahawks are gonna be a good team this year either. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be good. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. I mean, yeah. But I just kind of feel like I just don't think your defense is gonna have an answer for DK and Lockett. So I think those guys will have a big game as well. So yeah, they'll just find a way to spread out your defense. So that's pretty much why I had the Seahawks winning. Next game, they have to play versus New Orleans Saints. Now this is on Thursday night game. I believe this game is going to be interesting and fun to watch. Now this could definitely go either way though, because I think the Saints are definitely going to be a good team this year because they got they got a dynamic offense with some weapons with Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave. I mean, their offensive line is still okay, but it's not as great as it used to be. I mean, defensively, they're strong up front, and even they're really good in the secondary. You know what? This can definitely be the Tyrann Mathieu revenge game, but you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be close. I mean, this is a game where we can definitely see the Saints win. But you know what? If this game was in New Orleans, I might roll with the Saints here. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Even though I think the Saints are even though I think they're going to be a better team than the Cardinals, I'm just going to say Arizona's going to pull off another upset. I mean, yeah. I mean, I just kind of feel like Arizona, I mean, since it's at home in Arizona, so yeah. And also, I just think and I believe Hopkins is going to be back for this game. So, yeah. So I think the Cardinals offense is probably going to do a good job spreading out the Saints defense. I mean, yeah. So I just think they're just going to put the Saints defense in a bad position. So yeah, and I feel like Kyler Murray is going to make some magic here. I mean, yeah. So as long as Kyler Murray, if he can play really well, then I think the Cardinals can find a way to win this game. So yeah. So I think they control time possession in this game and control the clock and control the ball in this game. So, yeah, so I think this game right here will be super close, but I think the Cardinals find a way to win this game. Maybe they win by a field goal. Maybe they win by 4. All right, next game, they have to play versus Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is another interesting game, though, that can definitely go a little bit either way, though, because I think last time when these two teams played, the game was in Arizona. And then I think the Vikings, lost that game. I think they lost by 1 point. But you know what? I believe they did kept this game close, though. But you know what? I feel like this game right here can definitely go either way, though. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is gonna be super close, and it's gonna be. But you know what? If this game was in Arizona, I might roll the Cardinals. But you know what? Since I feel like the Vikings are gonna be a good team this year, and since the game is in Minnesota, I'm going with the Vikings here because I just kind of really think the Vikings are just a more complete team, and also they have the. I like their coaching staff more than I like the Cardinals coaching staff. Enter at home, so yeah. And also, I just really think the Vikings have a really good dynamic offense though, and I just don't think that I just don't think their defense is gonna have an answer for Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. So yeah, I just kind of feel like those guys are gonna be too much for their secondary to handle. So yeah, because I don't really think, and also they're tough to cover. So yeah, and also I believe that you guys do struggle with their ground attack. And also, so I think the Vikings defensive line is improved, which I think with the improved pass rush that the Vikings have, they can probably give Kyler Murray and his Cardinals offensive line tons of issues. And they have a great secondary as well with Patrick Peterson. Well, I don't, but you know what? This could be the Patrick Peterson revenge game, but I just think the Vikings secondary can find a way to I don't really think they have enough corners to double team the receivers. Maybe they do. Maybe they can do a good job taking away DeAndre Hopkins or Marquise Brown, or maybe they can take away Zach Ertz as well. Yeah. So I think this game right here will be super close, and it will be a high scoring game like it was last time. But I think the Vikings are going to find a way to control time possession in this game. So yeah, so I got the Vikings at least winning by a field goal. Maybe I say they win by 3 on the last drive with Kirk Cousins. So yeah, the next game they have to play versus Seahawks. I got them splitting with the Seahawks, so they're gonna win this game right here. Because I don't think the Seahawks got much to play for. Because I don't think they're gonna be a playoff team this year, and I feel like the Cardinals. They could be looking to clinch a playoff spot. Who knows? They're at home and they're just a more complete team, and they have the better quarterback. All these reasons why that's going to lead to a Cardinals win. All right, next game they have to play versus the LA Rams. Obviously, I got them splitting with the Rams here, so they're going to lose that game here because the Rams are at home, and they're just a more complete team and have the better quarterback and have the better coaching staff as well. I mean, yeah, I don't really know if they're gonna have much to play for, but I feel like the Rams do because they have a better chance to make the playoffs. So yeah. So all these reasons why that's gonna lead to a Rams win. Next game they have to play versus the Niners. Obviously, I got them beating the Niners here because it's on a Monday night at home, and I don't really know who the quarterback for the Niners is. Whether it's gonna be Jimmy G or Trey Lance. But I just feel like the Cardinals are just more stable at the quarterback position, and I feel like Kyler Murray's gonna make some magic here. So yeah, and I just don't think their secondary is going to have an answer for DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Brown. And I don't really think they have enough corners they can cover. So yeah, that's pretty much why I think the Cardinals win. Next game, they have to play versus the Chargers. Obviously, this game right here is going to be fun to watch. Now, this game right here can definitely go a little bit either way though, because yeah. But you know what? I feel like this game right here will be super close and it will be a high scoring game. Now, I kind of feel like that Arizona might have a chance to pull off the upset. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Chargers here because I just think the Chargers are just a more complete team and also have the better coach as well. So, yeah. And also, I just think that their defense can find a way, to slow down, they can find a way to get pressure and probably, stop their running game and all that. So yeah, and I just think that Justin Herbert is probably going to be too much for your defense. So yeah, so I don't think they're going to have an answer for Mike Williams or Keenan Allen. So yeah, so I feel like those guys can be tough to cover. So yeah, and also I just don't think with a good offensive line that the Chargers have, I think they can run the ball really well, especially against a bad defense like the Cardinals. So yeah. And I think they can do a good job in the secondary, taking away their passing game, locking down receivers. Like maybe they can do a good job taking away DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Brown. Or maybe they can at least double team, maybe one of them. So yeah, and maybe they can find a way to take away Zach Ertz. They can double team too. So yeah, so I feel like that the Chargers will have a good game plan in this game. But I feel like it's gonna be super close. But I think the Chargers find a way to win this game. But I say they at least win by 3 points. So yeah. But you know what? As long as Kyler Murray, if he plays really well, then I think they keep it close. But I just kind of feel like the Chargers will find a way to win this game. So I say they win by a few points. So now you get the bye week. Then after the bye week, they have to play at home versus the New England Patriots. Now this is another game on a Monday night. Now I believe this game right here can definitely go either way though, because I think the Patriots might take a little bit of a step back this year. I mean, yeah. But you know what? This is a game where I think the Cardinals can definitely win because they're at home and they have tons of weapons to like spread the Patriots defense out. But you know what? It doesn't matter where the game is, so I'm gonna go with the Patriots here because I just kind of feel like the Patriots. I just kind of feel like that they have a better defense as well, and I feel like Bill Belichick's game plan will work out well. So yeah, and on top of that, I feel like the weapons that the Patriots have on offense is probably gonna be too much for the Cardinals secondary to handle, and I feel like they're not gonna have an answer for their running game as well. So I feel like the Patriots offense should be able to move the ball against their defense. So yeah. And also I don't think the Patriots have much of a pass rush and have much of a secondary. So I think without JC Jackson, I feel like the Patriots do have other corners, yeah. But I think their defensive line is very weak. So I think they can find a way to stop their running game and get pressure as well. And on top of that, I just think they're going to control time possession in this game. So yeah. So I think this game will be closer than we expected. But I think the Patriots find a way to win this game. But I say they win by a few points. By a minimum of a few points. Maybe let's say they at least win by 3 or 4 or maybe 5 points. But I wouldn't be shocked if it was a high scoring game or something. All right, next game. They have to play versus Denver Broncos. Obviously, I got the Broncos winning this game. I feel like the Broncos are definitely going to be a good team this year. So, yeah. And also, they're at home. They have the better quarterback. I like their coach kind of more. Broncos coach more I like than the Cardinals coach. And they're at home, so yeah. And I just think there's a more complete team. And also on top of that, I kind of feel like Russell Wilson is going to be too much for your defense. Yeah. He had success versus the Cardinals, so yeah. And I don't think they're going to have an answer for Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick. So yeah, so I feel like those guys are probably going to be tough to cover. So yeah. And also, the Broncos do have a defense that's really good, and I think their secondary can find a way to at least lock down the Cardinals receivers. Maybe they can take away their passing game as well. So yeah, so I feel like this game right here will be super closer than we expected, but I think the Broncos find a way to win this game. But I say they win this game by a touchdown on the last drive, or maybe they win by a field goal. Next game, they have to play versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, this game right here can definitely go either way, though, because I feel like Tampa Bay is going to be a good team this year. So, yeah. If Tom Brady was not playing, I would definitely with the Cardinals to win. Since he's back, I don't really know what it matters, though. But, yeah. But I feel like it will be fun to watch. But I think this game right here is going to be super close. Now, we can definitely see Arizona pull off an upset. But I'm going to go with the Bucs here. Because I just think the Bucs are just a more complete team, and they have the better quarterback, and also they have the better coaching staff. So, yeah. And on top of that, I just really think that their defense, I just kind of feel like Tom Brady is probably going to be too much for your defense. And plus, they have the weapons on offense, and they have a good offensive line as well, which I think Mike Evans and Godwin probably gonna be too much for your defense. Like I don't think, and I feel like those guys are gonna be tough to cover. So yeah, because you don't really have any corners though that can cover them as well. So yeah, and on top of that, I just kind of feel like their offense is just gonna like spread your defense out. So yeah, I feel like the offense should be. So I feel like the weapons on offense for the. So yeah, I feel like they're just gonna spread your secondary out. On top of that, they have a great defensive line as well, but it's not fantastic. But I think they can find a way to get pressure and like slow down their running game. And they have a really strong secondary, which that can like lock down the Cardinals receivers. Like they can like take away their passing game as well. So yeah, so I think this game will be super close though, and I think Tampa Bay is going to control time possession in this game. So yeah, so I think it will be super close, but I think the Bucks find a way to win this game in a shootout. So maybe I say they win by 3 points, or maybe like 4 or 5 points. But I wouldn't be surprised. Now here's the thing. Now if if the Bucks can get up early, they might blow the Cardinals out. So yeah, that's how I can see it. The next game they have to play versus the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, I got them beating the Falcons here. I mean, the Falcons are just a dumpster fire. I mean, I don't really know who the quarterback is going to be. I mean, whether it's going to be Mariota or the rookie Desmond Ritter. I mean, Arizona still has a better quarterback, and I believe they're just a more complete team. So, yeah, I mean, all these reasons why that's going to be easy dub for the Cardinals. Now, last game, they have to play versus the 49ers. I believe they split with the Niners here. I mean, there's no way they're going to beat the Niners twice in a row. Yeah, I just don't think, like, the Cardinals, I mean, they might have a chance to make the playoffs. I mean, who knows? But I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, though. But I think the Niners do have a better chance to make the playoffs than the Cardinals do because I feel like they're going to have much to play for this game, and they're going to be extra motivated. And on top of that, they're at home. They have the better coaching staff. And they're just a more complete team. I mean, yeah. And also, I just think the Niners off. I just don't think your defense is going to have an answer for Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. I mean, those guys are going to be tough to cover. So, yeah. And they have a strong defensive line, too, that can get pressure, which I think they can stop their running game as well. So, yeah, I mean, all these reasons why I think that's going to lead to a Niners win. Well, all right, guys. As of right now, I have the Cardinals going 7-10. I mean, 3-3 in the division, 7-5 in the conference, 5-4 at home, 2-6 away. I mean, that's almost pretty good. I mean, we can definitely see the Cardinals at least win. Like, we can definitely see them win like 2 or 3 more games, or maybe 4. Like, say it's like we can definitely see them like be a team. We can see them beat the Chiefs. We can see them beat the Raiders. We can see them beat the Chargers, the Patriots. I mean, some of these teams that they can definitely beat, definitely win. And also some games they can definitely lose to. I mean, we can see them lose to the Saints or the Eagles. I mean, yeah, we can see them at least losing to some of these teams. But you know what? I just kind of feel like this is going to be a down year for the Cardinals. I mean, because I just don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year. They did a really good job making the playoffs though, but I don't even know if I can trust them as a playoff team. I mean, the coaching it could be the question though. I mean, I just don't have a lot of faith in Cliff Kingsbury right now. I feel like they need to move on from him. So I mean, whatever their plan is, I mean, yeah, I mean, I just kind of feel like the Cardinals are gonna probably come in last. So yeah, I just kind of feel like the Cardinals are probably gonna. I'm gonna say they're probably gonna be an average team and probably not a dark horse because Kyler Murray sometimes can be the question because there's some games he kind of plays good and some games he plays bad. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I hope I hope Arizona proves me wrong. That's how way I see it is 7-10, but hope I'm wrong on this. Yeah, yeah, that's how I see as a Cardinals schedule. I mean, if I want them to have a good record, I mean, I can see them at least winning like at least 2 or 3 more games. Like we can see them beat the Seahawks twice, or else we can probably see them beat the Patriots. I mean, we can see them at least winning one of these games. We can see them beat the Vikings as well. I mean, looking at their schedule, it's almost kind of easy, but it's kind of tough because they have to play like the AFC West. They have to play a lot of good teams in the AFC West because they have to play the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Broncos. And then the rest of their schedule, they play the Rams twice, the Eagles, the Saints, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Patriots, um, and the Buccaneers, and also don't forget the Niners twice. So yeah, this is probably a tough schedule though. So yeah. So I just don't think Arizona is probably gonna make the playoffs this year. So yeah, I mean that's how I see it. I mean, look here. Now if Kyler Murray, if he can really be a breakout candidate, then this team can definitely be dangerous. But I just don't see it this year. Their offense will still be okay. But I just kind of feel like I have a lot of questions about the defense. Like, I just think their defense has definitely gotten a lot worse, sir. I mean, their defensive line is really not as good as you think it is because they lost Chandler Jones. So yeah, and their secondary, I mean, it needs improvement. They need corners in there. So yeah, and also they need another pass rush. And I feel like their offensive line is still a little bit okay, but it's not great. So yeah, so that's how I see it as the Cardinals. I mean, I hope I'm wrong on this. So yeah, so that's how I just see it. So just let me know what you think. I mean, if you disagree with me, let me know what you think. I mean, do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm an idiot? Do you think I'm crazy? I mean, just let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts on the Cardinals is. Well, as Emmanuel Jones, I'm a big fan. Thanks for watching. See you guys later in the next one. Peace.